Okay,
Dun, 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 dun.
we're live.
Hi, everyone.
Hello,
Hello.
everyone, and thanks for joining us. We're live on Women Who Lift Israel with our special guest, Esther Taub. Hi, Esther.
Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you so much for having me, Sarah. This is so special. I wore
Thank you
my
for
shirt
joining us.
special for the
Love it. I
occasion.
also, might be
Oh,
the
yeah.
new colors coming out.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's so cool. Thank
Awesome.
you so much.
I love it. Thank you. I actually really like the red. I was like, oh, this is such a nice, like, because I feel like I have a lot of like black shirts. Right? Anyways, I love it. So thank you.
You got our last red one, so awesome. So to
It's
intro
you're
everyone
more
to
on
our
it.
group, my name
You
is
love
Sarah. I'm the founder of our beautiful and strong community. We are a women only Facebook community that is focused on empowering women through strength training. And every week we interview athletes, medical professionals, or trainers in the field in order to give our members inspiration, motivation, advice, and tips from professionals like Esther. So, like, that's why we're super excited to have this conversation with you, Esther. You do so much on your side to empower women. So it seemed like an amazing fit to have this conversation with you today.
it. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
So you ready? We're getting into the questions.
Woo! Ready to roll.
Okay. So tell us about yourself, who you are, where you're from, what you specialize in, and anything you'd like us to know about you and maybe about your lifestyle program.
All right. Will do. Will do. So, first of all, thank you so much for having me here. You are so cool. This is so special. And I think this is just like, I don't know. I just feel like anytime I find another, whether it's a community of women or, women like you, Sarah, or like just people who really care about like the just and understand the importance of just women empowerment and understanding how important health is in whatever way that, may be. It's so wonderful and it's so refreshing. And, especially with like, just things all over the internet like these days. Like I'm so happy that you reached out to me and that we connected. So I did want to just start with that. And I'll tell a little bit about myself. I am a personal trainer. I have now been working as a personal trainer for 11 years.
Wow.
And yeah, I basically have come to a place where I started from just giving kickboxing classes in my apartment for 3 people, one of whom were like my roommates. And I've now come to a place where I think I'm able to inspire and take part in thousands of women's health journey right now.
Amazing.
On my Instagram page, whether it's through my online workout program called Lifestyle, my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, TikTok. There's just like so many ways for me to be able to reach so many women all over the world. And it really has just been such an honor to be able to do what I do. And it kind of just created somehow, like over these 12 years, my business kind of just exploded into this thing where I really, really am able to, I guess, change people's mindsets when it comes to fitness and health. I myself, like this includes me. I started from a place where fitness used to be just just a way to kind of get myself to look a certain way. And it was just so much
Yeah.
about and things like that. And I really evolved into someone who cares so much about health above
Yeah.
all. And in addition to that, just overall, like, the mental side of fitness, that's also a huge point of my brand. I think that is we're definitely going to expand on that soon. And just overall, I spend my days every day training hundreds of women who are in my online program called Lifestyle. So the program is really fun. It is basically every single week. Anyone who is subscribed to the program receives 3 brand new workout videos every single week that I am
That's
filming.
insane. Wow,
And
this
this is just my
so
life. I'm just
amazing.
filming workout videos all the time, but I love it. It's fun for me. So, I get to have different women featured in the videos. I like to make sure I show the beginner version, the intermediate version, advanced version of the workout. And just in every single workout, we also really discuss, and especially in the, in the private Facebook group that like of the lifestyle program, or in the, with like the discussion about like food, things like that. It's just, we really, really put an emphasis on how we feel when it comes to working out. And besides educating ourselves, like you can be, an amazing trainer and have all of the facts and, know how to do a perfect deadlift and a perfect bicep curl, whatever it is, but not understand people and not understand that every person is different and every person relates to fitness and health and eating and things like that in a different way. So that's something that I really, really try to emphasize when it comes to the lifestyle program. So
Amazing.
Yeah.
I can really identify with what you're saying, because like also like a lot of women, my whole life I was focused just like on the number of the scale, like losing weight, and it all these these diets took the fun out of working out for me. And where
God.
like when I found something like CrossFit that was focused more on like performance goals, or like other goals than like what's on the scale, then it became so like empowering. And that's really the message that we want to give to like all the women in our community.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We have like a trainer that in my CrossFit that I came into CrossFit wanting to lose weight, and she's like, girl, the only thing that matters here in terms of weight is how much you put on the bar. We don't care how much you. And like slowly, like that mentality changed. I really want to share that passion with other women.
That's awesome. No, I love that. I don't know. I feel like for a lot of people I've seen over the years, like they start out from a place of like, well, I'm here for, to lower my number on the scale, or I'm here to fit in a certain size clothing or things like that. And I've just seen that mindset shift over and over of just like, wait, actually, I'm here to be healthy. Actually, I'm here to create a self-love journey. Actually, I'm here to love myself. Actually, and it's the best. Seeing
Amazing.
Transition. So yeah, I really,
so
really
inspiring. Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. What was young Esther like? Were you always very active?
I want to say
by active, sorry, I seen this woman right now at 37 weeks pregnant doing some workout, like crazy workout and lunges, like very active.
I am about to give birth, literally 2 weeks. I definitely have always been a pretty active person. I love gym class. I went to karate. I did ice skating, did gymnastics. I think my parents were always trying to, they always needed to do something with my energy. And yeah, I definitely was always an active person. And I will just like lead on to that. I think that's something that I also didn't therefore understand when I first started out as a trainer. I didn't like understand like this is once again going back to like how important it is to understand that each person is different. I don't think I got enough that every person is different. And I just assumed everyone loves having, tons of energy all the time. Everyone loves jumping around and doing all this stuff, and it's just not true. And in order to be a really good trainer, you have to understand that people aren't always like you. So that was something that I really noticed throughout my journey. Like I am someone who enjoys being active, but if I'm here to train other people, like I have to remember some people don't enjoy it. Some people aren't, prone to be energized and active and things like that. So that's definitely something that I learned throughout my journey.
Okay, so from your point of view, what are the main pillars of health? Like most people tend to think that if you concentrate on food and exercise, then you'll be healthy. What are other factors we don't usually consider, but that are important, do you think?
Mental health. Definitely mental health. Exactly, you nailed it on the head. Most people assume like, oh, okay, if I, eat chicken and broccoli and, whatever vegetables, and I work out every single day, once a day, then I'm healthy. But what if your relationship with food or your relationship with fitness is unhealthy? What if you're, in your mind, you're so unhappy and you're speaking so terribly or disrespectfully to yourself throughout that journey? Like that's not a healthy life. Like it's so important to understand that someone's mental, whatever is going on in their head is honestly just like it's just as important as what's going in their mouths, what they're lifting up and down. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just so important to understand that when it comes to health, your relationship with food and with fitness mentally is massive. It's a huge, huge
Mm-hmm.
factor. So it's a really good question and definitely important to remember.
So in mental health, I've seen your stories where you try to emphasize that, like, you should be moving because you love your body, not because you're like punishing your body. Like that's what you mean, that like creating these mental switches in your mind of like you
Nailed it.
get
Yeah.
to work out, not like you have to work out kind of
Right.
thing. Mhm.
Exactly. So we could expand a little bit on that sentence I like to say all the time, right? Like I work out because I love my body, not because I hate it. I eat healthy because I love my body, not because I hate it. Like it's so easy to be like, oh, I hate the way, my arms look, so I'm going to work out so I can change them. How about we change the narrative? How about we change the way we speak to ourselves and say, no, no, no. I love my arms. They do so much for me. I appreciate them. I'm aware that they're the reason I can, do this or pick up, my child or give people hugs or put food in my mouth that's delicious. Whatever it is, like, there's just things that basically if you don't have um the understanding that you're doing the workout because you have love for your body, then it's just once again building this unhealthy relationship when it comes to fitness or
Amazing.
food, things like that. So definitely a very, very important sentence to really think about, not just say, but think about.
Okay, so you are now 37 weeks pregnant and you have been lifting throughout your pregnancy. And do you have some general advice for women that are pregnant but are scared to continue their lifting routine?
Such a good question. So we'll expand on this a little bit more soon. But yeah, I'm now releasing a online pregnancy track. Okay, that is basically going to be a part of my lifestyle program. And literally, the reason for it was because now the program has now been out for 2 years, and I have been in touch with so many different women who have gone through a pregnancy or multiple pregnancies, whatever it is, and they basically are just lost, right? And they just have this
Yeah.
mindset of like, what do I do? Like,
Mm.
it's scary. It's really scary. Like, am I doing something right? Am I hurting myself? Am I hurting the baby? Is it something that's like,
Yeah.
this is just, it's just, and it's unfortunate, I feel, that it is so not spoken about in the fitness world. Like, it just seems like it's such like oh, you're pregnant, you just should relax now. Oh, you're pregnant, you shouldn't pick up anything now. You're pregnant, you're basically just, just go lay down. Like, and that's just not
Yeah.
true. And it's like the mindset, this like old mindset of like, you know, I get it. You want to be careful and you want to be safe, and everyone wants to have a healthy and safe pregnancy. So let's do what's actually healthy for our bodies and not outdated information, which told us
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
don't work out at all. Instead, make sure you are working out during your pregnancy. The key is to work out in a safe way and to eat
Hmm.
healthy, eat certain foods in a safe way, and make sure that you're doing it in a way that works for your pregnancy. Understand that every pregnancy is different and
Hmm.
no pregnancy is the same. So yeah, basically the overarching rule is like having the mindset of, I'm pregnant, so I'm a fragile, like
Hmm.
flowered, napkin that could blow away in the winds, and I have to be so gentle and dainty. Like that's just not true. You are so, so capable, and you are obviously, again, like I can go on about the subject for hours. Like you're more
Actually,
tired
we
in
had like two questions from the community, so like I'll get them
between.
here now because it's relevant. So the first one
Yeah,
is, I saw you came up with a pregnancy program. Can you tell us a bit more about it?
sababa. So basically, so that is exactly what I definitely really like the reason why I wanted to make this pregnancy track, because it's just, yes, there are certain moves that you have to be aware of and be careful about.
Mm-hmm.
I go
Mm-hmm.
into extreme detail in that in the lifestyle pregnancy series. But the worst thing you can do, literally the worst thing you could do in your pregnancy, is to just completely just assume that you should not be moving at all. Like literally the opposite. The more movement you can give to yourself, emphasis on the word can, because some of us can't. Some of us, there is bed rest involved if that's like what your doctor you. There is, just severe fatigue or nausea or incapability of, like, of course we have to remember every pregnancy like is different, and that is definitely important to keep in mind. But going into a pregnancy with the mindset of like, okay, 9 months of me just sitting on the couch, like I said, that's the healthiest possible thing I could do for myself. Wrong. So that's definitely a big reason why I created this pregnancy program, just to speak a little bit about it. So it is a track that is in the lifestyle program, which comes with the first trimester, second trimester, and third trimester. So there's a selection of videos for each trimester. In addition to this, there's educational videos for each trimester.
Amazing.
And it's so fun. Like every level is shown, and just every single detail you could possibly think when it comes to, is this the right thing to do or not right thing to do, safe thing to do, not safe thing to do throughout my pregnancy. It's all included in the pregnancy program. So it's a huge, huge thing that I'm proud of, because I think that, it's just so
this
important.
answers the next question. Did you work out in your first trimester? On the one side, I'm nervous to endanger my pregnancy. On the other, I hear it's very healthy to work out pregnant.
Okay, so in terms of, I'm going to answer two things. One, in terms of endangering your pregnancy, you must be in touch with your doctor throughout the whole, right? I can go into a lot of detail about how to know what move is safe for your pregnancy and what is not. That is all included in the lifestyle program and the lifestyle pregnancy series. It's all completely there. Again, I could speak about it for so long. But what's really important to also put out there is that, so just in terms of like not working out because you're scared to endanger the pregnancy or whatever it is, you don't need to worry about that unless your doctor has told you can't work. Now, again, I have just so many details I could explain of how to know whether you're doing a specific move that is too much for your stage of your pregnancy.
It's in the program.
Exactly, and that's in the program. And in terms of answering the question, did I work out in my first trimester? So I'm being completely honest. That's a huge thing about my brand. I am super honest always with my followers and my lifestyle ladies, etc. I had such a horrible first trimester. Like when I say horrible, I mean like throwing up, nausea, severe, like it was, I didn't feel like a human being, and working out was the last thing on my mind. And this is probably, this is exactly what I was talking about before. Like it's almost unhealthy for you, right? The most important thing here is just listening to your body. So it's almost unhealthy to force yourself to start doing deadlifts when you're literally just like throwing up and feeling terrible, whatever. So the idea is to pay attention. Every single stage of a pregnancy, you are going to feel very, very different, and different things like will apply at different times of pregnancy. So specifically for me, I just did not feel like a human in my first trimester. Maybe for the first month I was good to go, but once I hit like, I don't know, 8 weeks, whatever it is, I was like, I physically can't. Like everything makes me so nauseous. So I really hardly worked out. Just personally, it was too much for me. But because I was scared of endangering the pregnancy, it was more from a place of I just can't, and I'm going to respect my body, which is requiring rest. And then I was lucky enough that in my second trimester, I felt like a human being again, and that's when I got back to being able to work out.
Amazing. Okay, so what's next for Esther? What goals do you have for 2022 and beyond?
It's a good question. I have lots of surprises up my sleeve. I definitely do. The best part of, honestly, the lifestyle program and, what I do every day is just I get to see what people need. When I first created the program, it was like what I think people need. But then when I got to have people in the program and seeing like, okay, this, it could be really helpful if I start making a program that people's kids could start joining in on their workouts. So I made a lifestyle kids, series.
Oh,
And
that's so much fun.
yeah, oh my God, it was such a hit, such a success, and things like that. So the next thing I really saw there was a need for was the lifestyle pregnancy series. So I'm not going to give away too much about what I have in store, but my plan is definitely to just continue expanding, continue making the lifestyle program just this massive, like, awesome place that you can go to for any need when it comes to fitness and health.
Amazing. You're so inspiring.
So sweet.
So to end the interview on a positive note, give us a few last words of inspiration from the heart. Is there anything you want to share with our community I haven't covered yet?
I feel like at the end of the day, we definitely covered a lot of this already, but I think the most important thing that I really, really just want to emphasize to anybody watching now is you need to do your best. Okay. Emphasis on the word your. So if you have the mindset of, I want to do what she's doing, I want to look like her, I want to lift as much as her, I want to, like, it's just not fair to yourself, right? Like, so my advice is to instead look at others, instead of comparing, others, your journey to others, I want you to look at yourself. I want you to understand. By the way, I say this to people all the time. Like, people are like, whoa, like, I can't do that. Or specifically now in my pregnancy, I'll be doing something specific and be like, whoa, I can't do that in my, 37th week or whatever. And my answer is like, can we also just, like, besides, like, I want us to learn not to compare, but I also do this for a living. Like, it's literally my job to be, fit and to make, like, I don't work a different 9-to-5 job and then have to come home to my, kids. And like, this is my job. So how could, just an example, how could you possibly compare your lifestyle to my lifestyle? That's just so unfair to do. So that's just an example of, let's say, with me, like, why you can't compare yourself to me. But, like, also an example, you can't look at someone else who has different genetics than you, that has a different lifestyle than you, lives in a different place than you, grew up in a different way than you did. Whatever it is, it's just so unfair to have the mindset of, I need to be like someone else, or, look on your social media and see someone else who has, like, oh, the 6-pack, I need to have a 6-pack just like her. Like, no, you need to be healthy in your way that works best for you and that makes your body feel good. So I'm just so passionate about
I was
this.
just like, I love that message. I was just talking about it with my son today, where he compared himself to, like, one of his classmates. Like, he's better in basketball than I am. I don't know Bali. And then I was like, you should only compare yourself to yourself yesterday. Like, I just want to improve myself every day. Like, you should be happy for your friend that he's good, and then you should try to make yourself better every day. I really love that message.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. You're my mom.
He heard my son. He heard my son, and he's right there.
Sounds like he's an amazing basketball player.
So tell us how we can find you on social media, Esther. How do our followers follow you? How do we find you?
So there's many different ways that you can follow me. I guess the first one I'll talk about is my Instagram page. It's Esther Taub Fitness, is the Instagram handle. You can also follow me on Facebook, also under Esther Taub Fitness, YouTube, TikTok. It's all Esther Taub Fitness, ESTHER Fitness. And in addition to that, if you're looking for more details about the lifestyle program, you can go to my website, also www. 3 W's. .com. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so, like, happy that you reached out to me, Sarah. It was like so nice.
Super excited to meet you.
Like, this was so special and so wonderful. So I really do mean it when I say thank you. And yeah, this was so fun.
Thank you so much, and we'll keep in touch.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Have a good night. Bye.